this is Maninrabu from Bataan. I love listening to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Sela Sadakau from Vatukola. I only listen to Gold FM, only the classic hits.
Gold Benaka, I'm Vale and I'm working at Golden Pro Resort and I love listening to Gold FM because it plays a really wide range of classic music.
I'm Saini Sakio from Kashmir Wotoka. I like Gold FM, but only the classic hits.
Gold FM, only the classic hits.
I'm Jackie Spate. This is FBC News. Tonight, Tamavui Y Bridge to have restricted access for the next 4 weeks. National development plans deferred. And Fiji wants to ratify trade facilitation agreement under the World Trade Organization. Traffic problems for commuters between Lamy and Suva will continue for a month. The Fiji Roads Authority has completed a thorough inspection of the Old Tamavui Y Bridge and found that the situation is worse than earlier suspected. This bridge was expected to return to double-lane traffic today. Instead, the restrictions have been extended, news that won't be well received by thousands of commuters.
We are going to have to maintain the single-lane operation of Tamavua Bridge and the weight restriction, possibly for another 4 weeks.
Repairs to the cracked steel beam, which initially caused the closure of one lane, is complete. But after a detailed structural inspection, access remains restricted.
The finding of this is that further strengthening works is required. And we're going to start on that work immediately. It'll go ahead over the next 4 weeks. And at the end of that, then we will have a bridge that is good for the next 5 years.
Garland says strengthening the bridge is priority, and their focus now, aside from repairs, is ensuring that traffic flows as smoothly as possible.
In the first few days, we struggled to get the balance of priorities between inbound and outbound traffic right. But as we began to learn how the traffic was moving, we're getting it better now. And so we've managed to reduce particularly the wait times of vehicles coming into Suva without significantly penalising the traffic leaving Suva.
For the next 4 weeks, commuters are advised to avoid travelling on this section of road during peak hours, if possible. Farzana Nisha is standing by live in Lamy. Farzana, how's the situation this evening?
Jackie, it's peak hour right now and hundreds of people are returning home from work and many of them have been stuck in traffic waiting to cross the bridge. Frustrations are high, but people are being advised to be patient. Many of these commuters have been waiting for hours in traffic. I have Paula Andrews here with me who has been crossing the bridge to go to work every day. Mr. Andrews, what has the experience been like with you?
It's been difficult for the past few weeks. I live here for 25 years and I leave home at 7 every day. But today I leave a bit earlier, 6:30, because of the traffic jam. I walk from here to work right in Samambura. And I knock off work, I walk back because of the traffic problem. Otherwise, no other problem.
Thank you, sir. Jackie, I believe that this is going to continue for a month now. Farzan, over to you, Jackie.
Thanks so much for that update, Farzana. The Fiji military is now trying to figure out what to do with more than 200 personnel returning from peacekeeping duties in Sinai. Defence Minister Timothy Natuva told Parliament that the unexpected withdrawal of the Fiji contingent by the multinational Force and Observers Group has forced the RFMF to rethink its deployment plans. Akusita Tale has more.
246 Fijian peacekeepers are expected to return home from Sinai as the situation worsens and security threats increase. Only 92 will stay back under the MFO.
Given the planned reduction of RFMFO's troop strength from 338 to 92 personnel, this has prompted the RFMF to re-evaluate the overseas deployment plans and the insertion of returning MFO personnel into various units locally, as well as consideration of some of other overseas deployment.
Natuva says the 92 peacekeepers will be stationed at locations where they have to protect civilian observer units based in the MFO South Camp in Sharm el-Sheikh.
This apparent reduction of Fiji troops is still at a negotiation stage, with the government pursuing dialogue with the involved state of Egypt, Israel, US, and the MFO headquarters in Rome. Fiji remains steadfast in the commitment to the UNDOF mandate and mission leadership, with the next rotation due for late July 2016. This rotation is significant in that the deployed personnel will be accompanied by the first equipment from Russian military aid to Fiji. UNAMI.
Fiji has 643 military personnel, police officers and corrections officers serving in United Nations missions and the multinational force and observers. Akusita Tale, FBC News.
The 5- and 20-year development plans, which were to be tabled in Parliament by the end of this month, have been deferred until next year. Acting Prime Minister Ayaz Said Qayyum says one of the major delays caused by Tropical Cyclone Winston is the formulation of the two plans. Sainiani Boiler reports.
Acting Prime Minister Ayaz Said Qayyum today assured members of Parliament that they will recommence formulating the development plan in July after the budget processing is completed.
It has an impact on the timeline for the development plan. A number of the officers from the national planning was also based with NDMO during that period, and some of them, of course, were involved in the formulation of that report. But, Madam Speaker, work will again recommence.
Following a question from opposition member Joseph Andula Kiberata on the plan's progress, Said Qayyum highlighted that they will have a second round of public consultations regarding the development plans. He said assistance has been received from the ADB in the finalizing of the plans.
We have also been fortunate enough to get the services of a consultant from Asian Development Bank and also from the Australian Department of Foreign Affairs and Trade, who are giving us technical assistance guidance on the finalization of the development plan.
Said Qayyum says with all the help so far, the 5-year and 20-year development plan should be finalized by the end of this year and ready for presentation. Sainiani Mboila, FBC News.
Fijians will have the option to choose from 5 different free-to-air channels once digital television rolls out by 2018. Minister for Communications Ayaz Said Qayyum today revealed that digital television technology is expected to bear fruit in 18 months' time. Maggie Boyle tells us more.
Mark your calendars. According to the Communications Minister, Ayaz Said Qayyum, we could have quite the option of what to watch on television with digital TV here in about 2 years.
A TV company like Fiji One will be able to, on free-to-air television, be able to show 2 channels in the limited spectrum. FBC will be able to show 2 channels. My TV, with whom consultations have all been taking place, has opted to show only 1 channel. What this means, Madam Speaker, is that once digital television is rolled out in 18 months' time, all Fijians will be able to watch 5 free-to-air channels in Fiji.
On the issue on countrywide coverage, the minister says with digital TV, the gap between those that have coverage and those that don't will cease to exist.
The network coverage, FBC is 92%, PTV 85%, MyTV 60%. This is in terms of the population numbers. Now, within 18 months, you'll get 92% coverage throughout, irrespective of which TV station it is. And then, over the next year or so, after the 18 months, we should be able to cover as far as Southeast Laos. We should be able to cover high up as northwest of Fiji, which is in Rotuma.
As to the cost of setting up digital TV, it's coming from government coffers.
We have a government-owned company called Walesi that has been set up. And we have trust fund monies, Madam Speaker, that has been accumulated over the number of years. And those trust fund monies, Madam Speaker, is sourced from incoming international calls.
Moving into digital TV and away from the analog system is a sign of the times. With the maintenance infrastructure expected to be a fraction of the cost, the big spend will be on content. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
While Fiji has yet to ratify the trade facilitation agreement with the World Trade Organization, the country is committed to reducing the cost of doing business. While answering a question posed by opposition Samuela Vunivalu, Minister for Industry and Trade Faiz Koya stated some of the benefits ratification will bring. Ellen Stalls has more.
Minister for Trade Faiz Koya says 2/3 of the gains from the trade facilitation agreement will benefit developing countries like Fiji.
Madam Speaker, in Fiji, the implementation of the trade facilitation agreement will further reduce the cost of doing business by increasing efficiency, obviously, and trade volumes, as well as reducing cost and delay through better coordination and improved logistics. On a broader level, this would greatly facilitate access of Fiji's imports and exports into the global market.
Minister Koya says so far, 80 countries have ratified the agreement, and only 28 countries are left to do so in order for it to come into force. Some of these countries include the United States of America, Brazil, Japan, China, and Samoa. All are trading partners of Fiji.
The Ministry sees that the benefits from the implementation of this agreement is immense, and Fiji has undergone careful domestic processes, identifying the relevant gaps that we have, the challenges and the opportunities of the implementation of this agreement. In accordance with the Fijian domestic processes, Madam Speaker, the agreement, after the endorsement by Cabinet, will be submitted for parliamentary debate, and subsequently, following parliamentary endorsement, Fiji will deposit the protocol of acceptance of the WTO's to the WTO Secretariat.
He adds Fiji is eager to be one of the 28 countries to ratify the agreement, as it will demonstrate to the international business community Fiji's commitment to enhance trade by streamlining processes and procedures. Ellen Stalls, FBC News.
Coming up on FBC News, Hibiscus Festival moves to a new venue, and reports of cane burning emerge in Lambasa. Stay with us.
FM rocks. My name is Denasa and I'm from Lutoka and I love listening to Today FM.
My name is Mulamila. I work at Golden Point Resort. I love listening to Today FM. It rocks in Rakiraki.
I'm Mary from Mandera. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
We love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.
Welcome back. This is FBC News. Public consultations on the review of the Town Planning Act and the Subdivision of Land Act are ongoing. Minister for Local Government Praveen Kumar says it will take a few more weeks before the final bills on town planning and land subdivision are ready. Shireen Shivan reports.
The revision of both the Town Planning Act and the Subdivision of Land Act began 2 years ago. It involves stakeholders such as public utility providers, professional institutes, local authorities and municipal councils. Following that, draft bills on the Town Planning Act and the Subdivision of Land Act were prepared with the assistance of the Solicitor General's office last year.
Consultation on the draft bill began in November 2015 for a month in the Central Division and in the Western Division from mid-January to mid-Feb, and in the Northern Division after Cyclone Winston.
Kumar says so far 48 consultations have been carried out as late yesterday.
Consultation for the Nasuri and Navua areas was concluded yesterday, and the areas in Nasinu not covered last year will see the consultation beginning on Monday, 6 June 2016.
A report will be compiled by the end of this month, which will then be submitted to the Solicitor General's office. Shireen Shivan, FBC News.
A petition for free tuition for all students at universities and technical colleges in Fiji has been defeated in Parliament. The petition was tabled by opposition member Viliame Ngavoka, who called for the Fiji Roads Authority's budget of $651 million to be cut to $300 million and the rest of the money to be used for free tuition. The petition also called for the Water Authority of Fiji allocation of $250 million to be cut down to $150 million a year.
We can afford it, and imagine, Madam Speaker, in 10 years' time, the number of graduates, the number of qualified people, the energy that they will inject into the economy of this country.
In order to bring these roads up to standard, Madam Speaker, there needs to be a concerted effort and amount of money being spent to ensure that not just the roads, the bridges, but all the infrastructure that needs to be fixed up, Madam Speaker. The budget is about balancing the act.
The motion was defeated by 28 votes to 15. NFP members didn't vote. With cane crushing expected to start in Lambasa in less than 2 weeks, farmers continue to be victims of cane burning. This is an ongoing issue for most, if not all, cane farmers. Eleanor Tarangaivu reports the latest victim is from Waingele in Lambasa.
49-year-old Chance Reddy was at home on Friday evening when he was alerted to a fire in his 20-acre cane field.
It was about 7:30. Somebody put a bomb in my cane, so it was been burned. 8 places the fire started.
This is not the first time Reddy's farm has been a target of such acts. There were similar incidents in 2012, 2013 and 2014, but the culprits were never caught.
Has anyone been caught?
No one been caught.
Has there been any result of the investigation that has come to you?
Not yet, no.
Did you follow up with police?
Yeah, I followed it.
This is one of the 8 spots in Reddy's cane field that was burnt on Friday night. About 200 tons of cane are now put to waste because the FSC will not take in the burnt cane.
According to the Sugarcane Growers Council, under the Master Award, any burnt cane that is more than 7 days old is not taken by the mill.
I just need that if FSC could have taken this cane because just 2 weeks left, or otherwise the government can give me some ways to just I can cultivate the cane again.
Divisional Police Commander North SSP Shiri Bawan Singh says in the past 2 weeks they've received 4 cases of cane burning and they've questioned a number of people as investigations continue. He's also requesting farmers to report any suspicious activity. Crushing starts in Lambasa on the 16th of this month. Eleanor Tarangaivu, FBC News.
The Vodafone Hibiscus Festival this year will be held at the Vodafone Arena in Lavala Bay, Suva. Organisers have signed up with the Fiji Sports Council to use the arena and the FMF Gymnasium for the week-long carnival. Kelly Vathala has the details.
The new home of the Vodafone Hibiscus Carnival for 2016. Vodafone Arena was the obvious choice since Albert Park is no longer an option.
It gives me much pleasure to announce that this year's festival will be held at the Vodafone Arena, which is surrounded by a bigger car park with the amenities where there is influx of people. This is going to be a better venue for hosting this year's carnival, which is going to be a new look and a new feel.
The Fiji Sports Council chief as host has assured that the 2016 carnival won't disappoint. Chief Executive Litiana Lombuka says the event has already set a benchmark for itself.
We're going to be bringing Hibiscus away from its usual venue down on the foreshore for the last few years, and we're going to try and deliver something different, that it's not something that's taken lightly. We understand the numbers that are involved with the Hibiscus Festival. We know how it is the mother of all festivals.
Hibiscus Events Group Chairman Hirdesh Prasad says road safety will be the main theme of Hibiscus this year.
We have a lot of things that is planned differently that we'll be hosting. With our theme road safety, there will be a shift in awareness that we have provided previous years. We have a lot of groups that are interested to perform during the week of the festival.
This is the 60th anniversary of the Hibiscus Festival. Kelly Vathala, FBC News.
And Kelly Vathala is live now from the new venue in Lavala Bay. Kelly, when does the Vodafone Hibiscus Carnival kick off this year?
Jackie, the festival will be held from the 12th of August to the 20th. The main events such as the public judgings will be staged here at the Vodafone Arena, while just across the road at the FMF Gymnasium we'll have patrons who will enjoy some of the side shows such as the Andy Senikau contest. Also there will be rides, food stalls and exhibition tents that will be set up right here and also opposite the road, just at the gymnasium car park. Now we've been in contact with the Vodafone Hibiscus Organizing Committee, and they're in discussion with the Fiji Roads Authority, and decisions are still yet to be finalized whether road closures are to be expected between the two road closures. Jackie.
Thanks for that update, Kelly. Definitely something for all of Suva to look forward to. The Paramount channel has been introduced on the Sky Pacific pay TV service by parent company Digicel. Chief Executive Darren McLean says the new content is in response to what customers want. McLean says 2 months since taking over, the biggest challenge has been attending maintenance and service calls.
Feedback has been very consistent. It's around entertainment, it's around movies, it's around more sports and more sports that appeal to Pacific people and Fijians specifically, given that this is the home of Sky Pacific. But also there's a big demand for how we broadcast, what sort of tactics we approach to music and also Bollywood content.
More channels are expected on the pay TV platform in due time. And in sports now, here's Jamie with all the very latest.
Nakajaki, and good evening. Coming up in sports, Fiji footballers beat Solomon Islands. And Emir Kenatali joins Glasgow Warriors. We'll have these stories and more after the break. But first, we have this very special message.
Happy birthday, Jackie!
Happy birthday, Jackie Spade from Fulton Hogan Highways.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Jackie! All the way from the U.S.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie Spade.
Happy birthday, Jackie.
Happy birthday, Jackie. Have a good afternoon.
That was just a few messages from people who enjoy watching you on FBC TV, Jackie. Happy birthday. Apart from feeling older, do you feel any wiser?
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm just in shock right now. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Viewers, if you want to wish Jackie happy birthday, you can use the hashtag at the end of the video, HBJackie. We'll be back after the break with sports.
Tunisia tugotua ongonia saurara ondo wulwul tagituna na TV ni na market e tawa ondo talitanga na waronga na Bula FM na mbandua na sel
Bula bana viti na da ko plasio mataire ngon mai na na bulo tabiuni au satu ko nanti ando talita na warongo na Bula FM
Bula FM number 2 en seri.
The Vodafone Fiji football side beat the Solomon Islands 1-0 in the OFC Nations Cup last night. Roy Krishna was the hero of the side, scoring from the penalty spot. Rohit Deo has more.
Fiji went into the match against the Solomon Islands, knowing that a loss will put them out of contention of the semi-finals. The opposition dominated possession and territory, but goalkeeper Ben Aminio kept Fiji in the match.
Great effort that was. The numbers is two spare at the far post of Tatori. Can find them, Jerry Donga! Good save by Ben Aminio, great save. He's asking his defenders, where were you?
A foul by the Solomon Islands goalkeeper late in the match, so the referee awarded a penalty to Fiji. Step up Roy Krishna.
A stonewall penalty. Roy Krishna can strike at the heart of the Solomons if he can repeat what he did against New Zealand just a few days ago. Krishna, and he scores easily. Solomon Islands in big trouble.
Krishna says his side knew the importance of the match and the players delivered when it mattered most.
We knew Solomon very well and we played them before. So we knew it was going to be a tough game, and I'm proud of the boys. Last game we lacked in the striking force, and today, the credit goes to our boys, and we dig deep to grade these 3 points.
Forward, Solomons. It's too late, and for Fiji, it's victory by a goal to nil.
Fiji needs to beat Vanuatu and hope the Solomon Islands lose to New Zealand to qualify for the semi-finals. Fiji takes on Vanuatu at 6 p.m. on Saturday, and you can watch that match live on FBC TV. Rohit Deo, FBC Sports.
In another match played yesterday, New Zealand thumped Vanuatu 5-0. Here are the goals from the match.
They've got some defending here against this long New Zealand throw. Chance for Wood, and he can't miss from there. Perfect start by New Zealand. Thinking for Moise Poiter and his team to do. They're in trouble again. Wood can double the lead, and he has. Vanuatu self-destructing. This free kick, McGlinchey takes it. Oh, and that's a fine goal. There's Prelevich. Oh, that's a good ball. Rory Fallon, he's round Sia Rule. And he's going to need help, perhaps, or not. Well, he won't need anybody. Fallon's head is a good one. Barbarousse is away. And a chance. He's put it in the back of the net for number 5.
In matches today, host Papua New Guinea are currently playing Tahiti, while at 9 p.m. New Caledonia takes on Samoa. The Glasgow Warriors have signed Fiji international scrum half Nemia Kenatale to a one-year deal subject to a visa and medical. Kenatale, who is in the Vodafone Fiji squad for the upcoming Pacific Nations Cup, has 37 caps for Fiji and has scored 7 tries. He has also represented New Zealand ITM Cup side Southland Stags and was included in the Highlanders wider training group. Meanwhile, the Flying Fijians marched into camp today ahead of the PNC. Overseas-based players Ben Bolovola, Taniela Kuroi and Tevita Thavumbati have joined camp, while other overseas players are expected to join later this week. The side will also play a test against Georgia later this month at the NZ Stadium in Suva. Sonny Bill Williams has signed a 3-year deal with Super Rugby franchise the Auckland Blues and starts with them next season. Williams spent 2 seasons with the Chiefs and is still strictly contracted to them and can play for the Chiefs around his 7th commitments. That's it from sports this evening. It's back to the birthday girl now with business.
Tourist VAT refund facilities have been extended, with the Fiji Revenue and Customs Authority signing up Westpac Bank today. The Memorandum of Understanding allows the bank to provide VAT refunds for tourists under the Tourist VAT Refund Scheme at the Departure Lounge at Nadi International Airport. FIRCA Acting Chief Executive Viswanath Das says, given the continuous increase in visitors, it's a challenge to be out in numbers to give the refunds. It was a cooler day across Fiji with a mixture of cloud and sunshine in the east, mainly sunny in the west. Mombasa and Nadi shared the high temperature of 31, while Sabu Sabu was coolest at 28. Expect a cool night tonight with temperatures in the low 20s. And tomorrow it's the same general weather trend is expected to continue with cloudiness and a slight chance of showers in the east, fine weather in the west and temperatures around 30. And the further outlook, we're looking ahead to Friday and the good weather should continue. At sea, light southeast winds and moderate to rough conditions. Recapping the main stories for tonight, Tamavoy Y Bridge to have 1-lane traffic for the next 4 weeks. Fiji's peacekeeping contingent in Sinai to drop more than 200, and Hibiscus Festival moves to Vodafone Arena for 2016. For these stories and others, you can tune in daily to our sister radio station Gold FM. Time for this week's poll question. We are asking, should Fijians be redeployed to Sinai if the security situation improves? To answer, visit our FBC website. Send us newsworthy pictures and videos on email citizenseyes@fbc.com.fj or share it with us by Facebook page FBC News. And if you're on Twitter, follow and tweet us your news tips at FBC_news or simply hashtag FBC News. You've been watching FBC News. I'm Jackie Spade. Good night.
आपको खरगंगा की रंजिला का नमस्कार। रेडियो फिजी की सुंदर सुंदर यादों का खजाना एकदम बचपन के दिन याद करा देते हैं।
हमारा नाम जोनी नायडू है, हम रहता है मलोरो में और हम टैक्सी ड्राइवर है। हम सब टाइम अपन टैक्सी में रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता प्रोग्राम।
हम सिंगाटोका के हैं, हमारा नाम है रोजी, हम लोग यहाँ पे रेडियो फिजी 2 सुनता है।
राम राम, मैं रेमस प्रसाद बोलता हूँ, तब वतन में कोई रहता हूँ। मैं जब भी सुना रेडियो फिजी 2 ही सुनता हूँ।
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन।